And that is the kickoff track from the John Scofield Band, the new CD, available tomorrow, Tuesday, January 29th. It's called Uber Jam, and that's the great track called Acidhead. And we are blessed to have right now on the line the head of the John Scofield Band, Mr. John Scofield. Great to finally talk with you. We've talked in person, but for a formal interview. How things going?
Great, Joe. Good to be talking to you, too. Things are going really well.
And before we kick into talking about the CD, I wanted to give you a lot of thanks, something which stuck out in my mind 2 years ago when you played over at Seaside Park in Bridgeport at the Gathering of the Vibes. Right after you finished your set, you said right to the crowd, you said, I want to thank you so much for enjoying the instrumental music.
Yeah.
Why does that stick out in your mind?
Well, that was a big crowd we had over there at Seaside Park, and they were really just grooving to it. And I was thinking, man, this is like almost a pop kind of audience, but they were really hanging in there listening to us play and not sing. And I was just knocked out by that.
And, of course, that was just about the time when you were well underway with the current band on Uber Jam. This album is, I mean, you come right out and say it. It's you wanted this band to be right collaborating with you. What's so special about this band?
Well, for me it's special because I really kind of looked far and wide to find the right players to play with. That's what I'm always doing, is trying to find like-minded people that I can work with. And I think I really lucked out with this current lineup. And I needed a rhythm guitar player, so I was asking around, and Charlie Hunter told me, he said, you've got to get Avi Bortnick. He's the best rhythm guitar player in the world, and I think he is. He just snaps, and Jesse Murphy on bass, who's is perfect for me, and we finally got a really great drummer after going through a bunch of really great drummers, but finding the right drummer is really important for this kind of music, and Adam Deitch is as funky as you wanna.
So how tough are your auditions for future band members?
Well, it's not. We just play together. It's not about trying to put anybody through the ringer. It's just like either there is a connection or there isn't. It's a lot like meeting a woman. It's either there or not, and you can't even talk about it. The spark's there or it's not.
Well, the album Uber Jam is another chance where you go to another city with your music. I wanted to ask you, how does that develop with you? Listen to other people's music or playing around with a guitar yourself?
You mean the tunes,
Yeah, I just mean from style-wise, from album to album. You're always...
Well, I don't know. I've always been sort of on the cusp of jazz and using other kinds of music in with jazz, and I don't even think about it so intellectually. I like songs. I like a lot of different stuff. I like funk and R&B, and I like to stretch out and play creatively, and we get together as a band and we just jam. That's how we came up with the songs on Uber Jam. We just at Soundcheck, we would just start up something, and somebody would start a beat or a bass line or a groove or something, and it would be good, and we always have our little tape recorders around. We'd say, hey, let's tape that, and then somebody would say, how about if we go into a second section with this or that, and kind of wrote music together. And I think that the record really, if it's strong, it's because it's a real group effort that way. We also had John Medeski playing with us on some of the tunes.
Carl Denson.
And Carl Denson, yeah, they helped a lot too.
Well, we're going to get into a track which is ultra funky. I Break for Monster Booty, and something you guys worked out on the kickoff on one of your tours.
Yeah. That's got Adam Deitch rapping on it, and he's our drummer, Adam, and he loves hip hop. He really knows the stuff, and he would just be rhyming, and we'd be riding around and stuff. And I said, why don't you do that on one of the tunes on the gig? And he said, no, I can't do it. I have too much respect for hip hop. But I said, well, come on, you can do it. You can do it. And he's from the right generation, and I think I like it,
And we'll give a listen to it right now, and hopefully it'll be in the set for the upcoming John Scofield Band tour, which is going to probably getting underway very, very shortly, and we'll talk more about it. But first, this is John Scofield Band, I Break for Monster Booty, right here on the Upper Room. That was brand new music from Uber Jam, the John Scofield Band, I Break for Monster Booty, right here on the Upper Room with Joe Kelley. And I welcome back to the show Mr. John Scofield. And that's going to be in the live set? Is it guaranteed?
Oh, yeah, all the stuff, will probably be in the live set in one way, shape, or form. And, that song just has a good groove.
Now, touring, you've got some international dates on this tour, and also you're coming to the New York City, Connecticut area.
Mm-hmm.
Right after the album's released, what do you have set to come to our area?
Well, I'm playing, Hartford on February 25th, and then we're in New York at Irving Plaza. Hartford is at Trinity College, and then Irving Plaza in New York City on March 1st. And then we go out west, but we come back, and we'll be playing in April, on April 26th in Danbury at Western Connecticut State, and on the 27th of April at Foxwoods at the casino.
So you thrive on touring yourself?
Yeah, I do. I mean, now is a good period. There's a lot of people want to have the band, so they're asking for us. So we go and we do it. I mean, I think I'm going to be on the road for the next 6 months, almost straight. Going to Europe and Japan as well.
You recently played this past summer up at the Montreal Jazz Festival.
Mm-hmm.
How was your experience up there? I came up there a couple days after you played.
That's a great festival.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, and it's huge. It's actually the biggest jazz festival in the world now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just fun to be up there and hear all the different music. And the city goes jazz crazy.
Which room did you play up there? Do you remember?
Spectrum.
Oh, the Spectrum, okay.
Yeah, it's a good venue.
Yeah, I saw James Carter there after that, so
mm-hmm.
That's a nice place. We're talking about Uber Jam, John Scofield Band, and your band is just vibing off each other. Let's talk about a track called Jungle Fiction,
mm-hmm.
Which has, I know a lot of our younger listeners will be feeling the drum and bass feel
mm-hmm.
to it. How did that develop?
Well, I had been hearing some drum and bass stuff just in the world out there the last few years, and a couple of years ago, now it's actually been 2 years since I sort of put that little vamp together and that melody, and we just didn't record it when I did Bump. It just waited and just put it out now, but it's a very natural idiom, the drum and bass jungle idiom. It's very natural to play jazz over and to incorporate into my stuff. And, I like that track a lot because of especially the drum sounds. We really got some stuff happening, and it's real fast. It's fun to play real fast.
And we should also note the influence of your family on the record. Of course, your wife, Susan, executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the other family members were involved in this as well, right?
Yeah, well, I have a great family, and my kids are really into the music, and they help me with, tune titles or, mm-hmm. We're a unit over there, and we kind of have a family business. My wife, Susan, is my business manager, and she takes care of the dollars and cents stuff and the scheduling, and I take care of the music and stuff. It's kind of homegrown type organization, and the kids help out. Yeah.
Now, we should also mention that you spent a lot of time growing up in the Connecticut area. We were talking before we went on air, and you did a performance over the old WICC.
Well, we're talking about 1966, I think.
Oh, okay.
I bet a lot of your listeners remember the Skylarks from 1966. That's a joke.
Okay.
I bet nobody remembers that. But, yeah, we came in second place in the WICC Talent Showcase. I still have the trophy to prove it in my studio.
Right.
In 1966, we played live on the air. Boy, I'd like to hear a tape of that. That would be a real crack-up.
Well, when you're in the air, we moved to new studios in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
If anything could be fit out, you're in Connecticut. We'd love to have you down for a live set.
Oh, that'd be great. It's usually hard to schedule that in when we have gigs, but someday it would be great to play there.
Yeah, we're just around the corner from where you're set up. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, not too far.
All right.
Just a quick question for the guitar listeners out there. In fact, one of your students 20 years ago emailed me.
Really?
And he's probably listened to the replay of this. And so for the guitar players out there, what are you taking out on the road guitar-wise?
I have my same Ibanez AS-200 guitar that I've been playing for 20 years, and I like my Matchless amp. I have a Matchless amp that I've been using a lot now lately, and sometimes I use Mesa Boogies too. And I have my pedal board with a bunch of different gizmos, and that's basically it.
So you'll be able to see all that, but it's most important the man behind the instrument, Mr. John Scofield.
There you go.
And Uber Jam is in your stores tomorrow. And for those listening, if they caught a portion of it, we'll be re-airing it for 2 days following. Just send me an email at eastwestdj@aol.com. We'll put you on the mailing list to get you all the particulars to listen to the rebroadcast. But I want to thank you so much, John.
Okay, Joe. Well, thanks for including me in this stuff.
And we're going to see you at the shows, either in New York City or up in Hartford.
Yeah, fantastic. Come say hello.
That's right. And folks, go to vervemusicgroup.com, and you can find out all the information about the John Scofield Band and John Scofield. And it's in your stores tomorrow, so definitely pick it up or online. Thanks so much, John. We're going to go out with, let's see, we'll go out with Ideofunk, which features Carl Denson on the flute. Right?
There you go.
There you go.
Thanks a lot, Joe.
Okay, thanks, John.
Take care.